Bodybuilding has risen in popularity over the years, and anyone that has undergone a bodybuilding prep knows how physically and mentally draining this can be.
Felt like a lot was getting to me. It was a lot of pressure. Felt like things were just kind of hard and tough, and I wanted to just quit, to be honest.
Fucked in the head, bro. This prep's been getting the best of me, and it's something I've never felt before.
I want to do anything. I didn't want to get out of bed, and I know for a fact that today is definitely going to be one of the hardest days yet.
Here's how you make your bodybuilding prep misery-free.
The first rule of training is the closer you get to your show day, the less time you're going to be spending working out. So I usually start off prep working out an hour to an hour 15, and now we're getting close to probably 45 minutes at tops when we're doing our workouts. This is because fatigue hits sooner, calories aren't there, so we don't have as much energy to finish an hour-and-a-half long workout. So that's why you got to get in quick. Make sure you make it count while you're in here, because as that caffeine wears off, things add up, and my mind starts losing focus. Even right now, my mind starts losing focus a little bit, and it's harder to push for longer as we get closer to that show day. Now, when it comes to reps and sets in the gym, I'm usually doing higher amount of reps, not as much weight, and I'm usually going around to more different exercises. When I'm in my off season, I stick to 3 or 4 major exercises for chest and back, for arms, whatever the case is, and do a lot of sets for those exercises. When I'm getting closer into prep, closer to that show day, I'm bouncing around between different exercises, trying to get as much exercises to hit different smaller groups of muscle, just to break down different areas of the muscle. For example, if I'm doing flies, I'll do about 10 here, and then 10 here, and then 10 here. We want to get each and every little different muscle group hit, so I'm hitting more variations of workouts closer to my show day. If you're anything like the American average meathead, you guys hit push-pull legs religiously. Like me, I'm used to hitting push-pull legs as my split forever. But as you get closer into prep, you gotta change your split up to accommodate for the fatigue and lack of calories. So currently, I'm doing back and biceps today. I'm gonna do chest and triceps tomorrow, shoulders and cardio, rest, legs, and then repeat. So I'm only doing legs once every 5-6 days, just to accommodate for the stress and fatigue I'm putting in my body. Legs usually are the most stressful workouts of the week. And for me, men's physique, I don't have to prioritize them as much, although I would love to hit leg days more often. As I'm getting closer to show day, 3 weeks out, can't hit them as often. How to rule your prep and overcome fatigue is to change up your split to accommodate for that lack of calories, lack of energy. Only hit at most 2 muscle groups per exercise, per workout. If you're doing a chest, shoulder, tricep day, you're not gonna get the maximum amount of stimulus you can put on your body, because we're probably only working out for 45 minutes. Chest, shoulder, tricep workout is gonna be an hour and 15 if you're really hitting it hard like you would in the off season. But this is not the off season. We gotta prioritize what our body needs, and that's gonna be maximum recovery. So we're only at most hitting 2 muscle groups per workout. Let's get back to it. You can have the best body on stage, but if you don't know how to present it, you aren't gonna win. So that's why posing is one of the most important aspects that is underlooked. Take care of your posing before you get to the stage. That makes everything else easy. Some tips with posing. Always smile, whether it's men's physique or classic. Work on your faces. If you're sitting here, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna place well. You don't have stage presence if you're not smiling. Always work on your core. Exhale and hold. 3 different poses. Get down your routine. Work on this routinely, 3, 4, 5 times a week. Because if you come in, crisp, then you're gonna present yourself the best. If you come in here on stage and then look all not non-confident, and you're like stuttering and you're moving a whole lot and you're making weird faces, you're not gonna do well. Throughout prep, make sure you're ready. On stage, work on your routine, non-stop, and that's how you kill a prep. The last aspect to training is going to be cardio. So guys, please do not hit your cardio all at once like at 9 weeks out, start at an hour. Do not do that. Taper up your cardio as you get closer to your show. If you're starting prep at 12 weeks, start with 30 minutes per week. So you can break that up to two sessions of 15 minutes after your workouts. And then as you get deeper into prep, up those minutes of cardio by 10 or 15 per week. And I would say around week 4, week 5, week 6, get a little bit over an hour, hour and a half a week. You can break that up into 20 minutes, 30-minute sessions spread out between 2, 3, 4 days a week. And as you get to 1 week out, you're gonna be looking north of 2, maybe 2.5 hours of cardio per week. Break that up into 30, 45-minute sessions, however you like. You don't have to do it after your workouts. You can do it fasted cardio in the mornings, however you wanna do your cardios. But don't start out with too much cardio too soon. You're gonna burn out because you're always gonna need to taper up as you get close to prep. If you start with 2 hours per week, you're gonna have to end with 6, 7 hours per week, and that's gonna be an hour a day every day. We don't wanna do that. So taper up your cardio as you get closer into prep. If you're doing hour cardio sessions every day and you're 6 weeks out, you're doing it wrong. So please make sure you get a cardio schedule that works for you, and don't do too much too quickly.
The second and probably most important infinity stone when it comes to bodybuilding prep is going to be nutrition. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about nutrition. So I'm not gonna lie, this is my second serving, second plate of the meal I cooked up. I was way too hungry, had to get started. So we got beef, rice, pineapple, eggs, and some vegetables. This is my favorite meal, no matter if I'm cutting or bulking. This is the meal I look forward to the most. So how you kill a prep is you incorporate your favorite foods into your prep through carb cycling. So most of us love carbs. Anything we could eat, probably gonna have a carb source. Our favorite food, mac and cheese, has carbs. Hamburgers have carbs. You can incorporate those into your prep by carb cycling. Today on my back day is when I have a little bit more carbs to fuel me for tomorrow's chest workout. So most of the time when we're eating a high carb day, it's fuel for the next day. So today's meals I eat is most likely gonna fuel my workout for the next day. So on my priority days like chest, I'm gonna eat the day before a high carb day, which is gonna be today. A little bit of rice. I'm gonna have a little bit of rice cakes and jam, which is my #1 prep hack. Overlay a video on that, but that is my #1 prep hack is gonna be rice cakes with sugar-free jam, and is the most low-calorie sweet treat crumble cookie like shit I've ever had. So you guys need to try that one out. Back to the topic of nutrition. So carb cycling, we can have foods that we enjoy by eating 2 days of 0 to little amount of carbs. I call those death days. Have death days of no carbs to little amount of carbs. I put that on a cardio day and for a leg day. Because I don't prioritize legs, I'm gonna have lower carb days on my leg days. And then then I'll do 1 day of carbs, rotate 2 days of no carbs to low carbs. Anywhere from 20 to 60 grams of carbs on those low carb days. And I'll just rotate this back and forth. 2 days of no carbs, 1 day of carbs, 2 days of no carbs, 1 day of carbs. This helps me deplete my body of carbs and calories while having a day of replenishing it with glycogen for my workouts. And this kind of helps me and anyone that you know, bodybuilders, stay on track while still enjoying their foods. They have a couple days where they need to dig deep and find foods that work for them that might be in a low calorie deficit, like 1,800 calories, and then they can go 1 day out of 3, push up the calories a couple hundred above that dig day, that death day, and have a little bit more carbs with that. This is gonna help you make prep easy, I guarantee it. All right, so the last and final infinity stone of how to make bodybuilding prep easy is going to be sleep. Sleep is a priority in bodybuilding prep. If you have gone through bodybuilding prep, you know that once it gets closer and closer to show day, your sleep diminishes because #1, you're hungry. #2, your energy levels aren't there, and there's a lot of different science behind it. But you can't sleep. You don't sleep as much. You wake up in the middle of the night and then can't get back to sleep. So prioritize your sleep early on and try and get as much sleep as you can towards show day to make sure you're in the best spot you can with your body, with your mind, your mental state, because prep is hard. It's hard on your mind, it's hard on your body, and if you have no energy and you have no sleep, then it's going to be a hard journey for you. But if you get on top of it soon, if you get on top of it quick and find your different supplements and or things that help, like magnesium is a good one. There's some other things I can't remember off the top of my head, but find some things that help you sleep more often. Oh, this is the perfect one. It's Alphaline. Here, I'm going to grab it real quick, actually. There's actually 2 supplements that I use during prep. It's going to be this Night Burn from Alphaline. So this helps you kind of burn fat during the middle of the night while you're sleeping. It has some melatonin in it, but it also has some other things, some extracts to help kind of like burn fat while you're sleeping. And this one is my favorite thing that they have. It's Superhuman Sleep. This gets me to bed so quick, and it also promotes recovery and muscle building. So you need that during prep, especially to muscle retain. So yeah, I believe this one also has melatonin as L-glycine, L-glutamine. Yep, melatonin, zinc. Zinc is also good for sleep. Magnesium in here, also good for sleep. So find your supplements, prioritize your sleep. I try and aim for 7 to 8 hours. But then again, then you wake up in the middle of the night and it becomes a 3 or 4 hour night. Do what you got to do. Try and aim for 7 to 8 hours. But yeah, this is the third infinity stone of how to make bodybuilding prep easy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and comment and subscribe for more content. Please share with me what you guys want to see in the next video, and I'll catch you later.